Hey guys, so to continue with the same topic, so in the previous video I was talking about that we unfortunately right now live in the world that's designed to make us sin. Like, it's not that we're made to sin, but we are very much influenced to do the wrong thing and to lack faith and to turn away from God, and it's in our power to change this. So if you would like to hear more about these things, then please watch the first video, the part 1, and here I will continue talking about what I was talking about. So next sin that I would like to talk about is greed. Right, greed is a sin. And it's also basically what pushes people to steal sometimes, to commit other wrong things. And then again, it does come from the lack of faith, because you are confused and also deceived that there is no other way to acquire this certain thing, or there is no more. So it's also like the lack mentality, and also a lot of people are in the lack mentality, thinking that there is no more, that things are very much limited and there is no other way, when in reality they're lacking faith. They don't remember, or like don't think that, hey, we have God on our side, so God will provide us with everything we need, and we can always ask God for more. And even if we don't see it yet, then we still have the strong faith that at the right time we will get this thing, whatever we need to get, right? That God is on our side, and that God wants to give us, what's ours and what we need. However, he will also, he's given us the free will, right? So he's also observing us, what we're doing. And a lot of the time, with this greed or like even stealing, people think that, hey, no one's gonna know, hey, no one's seeing, but in reality God is seeing it the whole time. And so sooner or later you will have to face this, but it's not even about that. It's just that why do this wrong thing that will also take your peace of mind and will also lead you down the wrong path, when you can do things right, when you can acquire this thing in the right way, when you can receive it from God and God wants to give it to you, but you need to go about it in the right way. And that requires to maybe sometimes to wait a little bit, because God can test our faith sometimes too, which is a good thing, because if he is testing us sometimes and we do things right, we do get blessed like double or even triple. So but it's not even about that. It's just that these things, they come from the lack of faith. And also in the society that we live right now, it's very easy to fall into this like deceiving thought that things are lacking, that there is no more, that we have to survive, that we have to work hard, and just constantly be in chase and constantly live in this way and think that there is never enough, when in reality this world is so abundant, and God created this world abundant, and God can give us anything we need. And just think about it, whenever you take this risk, for example, and you purchase this certain thing that you really, really want, and you're still not sure how things are going to work out, but you still take this leap of faith that something's gonna work out, and it does. Every time it works out. So this is where our faith is so important. This is where we should not give in to the deceiving thing, where we should do the right thing, where we should do things right, and to do things the way God wants us to do them, because otherwise we are again stuck in this lack of peace, suffering, surviving mentality that is not good, So again, next sin that I want to talk about is wrath, So I was saying in other videos as well that, sometimes nowadays people just are so quick to judge and quick to get angry and quick to react, to things. Like a small thing happens and people get triggered and people get angry. And what for? Don't react, respond, right? Your reaction, your anger doesn't really help anyone. In fact, it gives you a lot of stress. It gives stress to others, and it doesn't help. Well, I'm not talking about the anger when it's for the right reasons. However, even then, we need to have this self-control. But a lot of the time people do jump into this angry, and they confuse it. Some people think that being angry is like fuel, when it's not a fuel. It's in fact, it's actually giving you a lot of stress, and it's actually not healthy for you on the first place. And so I also believe that this comes from the lack of faith. It comes from, this I being in the like above everything, and also wanting to control things, also thinking that you are the one in control, you are the one who has to prove something, to show something to others, or things like that. And in reality, we have to be still, because God is fighting our battles for us. So if something happens, and even if someone has been unfair to you, sometimes going about this, getting angry and screaming at a person will not do anything, will actually make things worse. But it's actually wise to leave things the way they are and leave it with God, because hey, God sees everything, and if something unfair that's been done to you, God will turn this thing around, and he will bring you justice. And that is the best way to solve things sometimes. I'm not saying like sometimes, yes, when there is certain injustice going on and there is something that you can do, if you speak up and if you say your truth, if you say that, hey, no, this is how I want things to be done, yes, you should definitely do that. But you need to see if this is coming from the right place, if this is coming from intentions to actually solve the problem, and if you see that this is going to help in this situation. Because otherwise, sometimes it's better to leave things the way they are, especially if you see that the person you're dealing with is just impossible to even talk. Sometimes all situations are different, but in this case I'm more talking about wrath, the anger that is coming from the wrong place. It's like trying to prove something, or just I think some people think that if they just start screaming at someone, it's like they will show how powerful they are or how strong they are, when in the reality it actually shows a weakness. It shows that you lack self-control. It shows that you have certain issues, and it shows your lack of faith. I know every situation is different, and I know there's probably pain underneath a lot of things, and I don't want to criticize you guys, or not you, but like any, person. But it's just important that we see things for what they are, and this wrath, this anger, this screaming is not gonna do anything. In fact, it's just gonna create a lot of chaos, and basically this is what the devil wants, to create chaos, right? So we shouldn't lose our power, and we should trust that, hey, okay, this person is, we believe done something wrong, then go to God and ask him to help you, and God will bring you justice. God will bring you justice, personally, there were many times actually when, there are certain people that were not like honest, or we're just kind of messing with me, like promising me one thing, then lying about it, and then in the end I found out that they were not even valuing me, and just being dishonest and just not right towards me the whole time. And of course I could go and accuse them of things, but what's that gonna do? I mean, they don't care anyway. It's not gonna do anything, and well, the best thing I could do was to just part our ways, and just stop interacting with that person, because hey, no matter what I do, they don't value me anymore anyway. So me trying to fix things, like, it's only me who cares, because they don't. So and then I just left in faith that, hey, there's something better for me out there, than this wasn't the person for me. And I wasn't even wishing too much for God to punish that person or anything like that. I was just thinking that, well, there will be some kind of justice. Maybe that means that I'm just meant to meet someone better on the way, And so what happened after some time, I noticed that God was actually elevating me, and was actually showing, that person, while he was elevating me, that, hey, this is what you lost. This is where you were wrong about this person, and you should have valued this person. So how can you see how beautiful, and it's truly beautiful and miraculous how God works in our lives? And this is the best justice for me. Not only didn't I have to go and prove myself and talk about all this unnecessary stuff, I just did my thing and decided to focus on my thing, and in hopes that there will be better things in store. And so what God did, he really blessed me, and he did elevate me to show that person who wasn't treating me right that, hey, if you did things right with this person, then you could have been there with them. You could have you could have been in the blessing with them. But well, unfortunately, this is how it is. And so it's like a lesson for them, okay, in a way. So next time they meet someone like that, they treat this other person the right way. So see, God is loving, okay? So God loves his children, right? So he will always bring justice. But then again, it's not up to us, it's up to God, because there are things we don't know, there are things we don't see. So maybe I don't know something about that person and why they were the certain way. I'm sure they had their own issues in life. I'm sure they had their own pain in life, and this is what made them, push them to be a certain way or do certain things. So this is where we shouldn't judge anyone, and because our perspective is actually limited when God has the whole picture, in view. So this is where our lack of faith may become a problem for us and mess things up for us. When if we have our faith, we surrender to God 100%, things will work out the best way. So in this video, I covered these two sins, and I will come back in the next part with continuing this topic. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.